Hi friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with another episode of What to Watch on Netflix. Today we are going to be talking about the woman in the house across the street from the girl in the window. I know, it's a mouthful, but here we are. Before we go any further, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend who may enjoy this series, and also subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, so subscribe away. Thank you so much. It's free. So, the woman in the house across the street from the girl in the window. That is so much to say. This series is a thriller that I wish that I hadn't watched, but I'm still kind of okay that I watched it. If you guys don't like gory stuff, don't watch this. This was more of a psychological thriller, and I think that is why I enjoyed it, because I really enjoy people talking about the inner workings of the mind. A major topic that was clear to me in this series was trusting yourself. So this series was focused around a lady who is grieving and supposedly lonely, and she's an alcoholic, so she is having hallucinations and she cannot decipher between what is her reality versus what was a hallucination. So trusting herself came up in this series in a few different episodes, because here she is going through, she's grieving, she's lonely, and she's on medication, and she's an alcoholic. So she's thinking, you know, I saw this, but then other people who know that she's going through what she's going through is telling her, you know what, you've been drinking and mixing meds, you're grieving, so maybe it's not really true what you saw. But for some reason, she really trusted herself, trusted her gut instinct, and she got to the bottom of every single thing. The stars in this show are Kristen Bell, Michael Ealy, and Emma, whose real name is Samsara. Yet, this little girl, she's 9 years old. She is a phenomenal actress, if I do say so myself. I really enjoyed seeing her on screen, and I cannot wait to see, you know, more content with her in it. Like, she is an amazing actress. I know I probably say that about quite a few people, but So Michael Ealy's character in this movie was Kristen Bell's husband. And if y'all don't know Michael Ealy, I remember Michael Ealy from movies such as Think Like a Man and For Colored Girls Only. And in For Colored Girls Only, Michael Ealy's character dropped his kids outside a window, which caused that to be the end of them. And he had a similar situation in this series. He was a psychiatrist who worked in a prison, and he went to meet with his client, who they called Massacre Mike. And for some reason or the other, someone called him out of the room, and he was like, oh, my daughter. And the person was like, no, she's fine. So he got up and he went to the door. He's thinking that they're just standing right there. His little girl is sitting in the room with Massacre Mike, and the door shuts and locks. And Massacre Mike, we will get to this topic in a second. Massacre Mike looks at his baby girl and he finishes her. I'm sitting there, like, obviously they did not show like the graphics, like, but you knew what happened. Honestly, this series really took me on a ride. Like, if y'all are not into gory stuff, if y'all don't want to be scared, do not watch this series. Like, just don't watch this series. And another thing that this series made me realize, really, is that everything is not what it seems. You know that saying, all that glitters isn't gold? That was prevalent twice in this series for me, with Massacre Mike and then with baby girl Emma. When Massacre Mike was on screen, Massacre Mike looks He looks like he would be a clown at a kid's party. His face looks so innocent, so friendly. Like he's smiling, he just seems normal. But you know some people who just seem too happy? That is what he looked like. And then baby girl Emma, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea that this is how the series would have ended. But when I saw it, honestly, I was shook to the core, and I think that that is what the writers intended for the viewers, the audience to feel. I was shook to the core, and I was just thinking to myself, wow. A line that she said was, never ever underestimate the children, or something along the line, something that alluded to that. And I was like, you are so right. You are so right. I think like she has a problem. She has a problem. She's 9 years old. Like, how does she even know that? How does she even know to do things like this? But parents, if parents are watching this, we gotta be careful what we let like our nieces, nephews, daughters, sons, cousins, little cousins, whoever. We have to be very careful what we let the kids coming up under us consume, because they could very well turn out like Emma. I read this series a 3 out of 5, simply because I don't really enjoy things like this. But the series did end on a cliffhanger where Kristen Bell was having another hallucination, and no one believed her. But then she found a clue which led her to believe that it was not a hallucination at all, because if it were a hallucination, how could this physical item be there, right? So it ends on the cliffhanger, and which leads me to think that there will be a season 2 of this series, and I will watch it because I want to see what happens. I will be watching it like this, but I will watch it. So you guys comment below and let me know what you rate this series, what you thought about this series. Are there any topics that were brought up for you that made you like cringe a little bit, that made you scared, that made you like, you know, that is something to think about? Comment and let's chat in the comments below. But this brings our episode of What to Watch on Netflix to an end, and I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with a friend who may enjoy the series. I'll talk to you later. Bye guys. Hello, good evening. Hi, I'm fine, thanks. Say you? Yes. Yeah, she's home. My mom said she doesn't want to talk to you, to tell you that she's not here.